What's up, YouTube? And thank you so much for joining in with me today on my channel, Encouraging the Masses. I just wanted to jump on here really quick just to drop a few wisdom nuggets. I have the window open. I had to kind of still away for a little bit because my 3-year-old daughter is home, but I wanted to talk to you, so I just kind of stepped off a little bit. But anyway, that window's open, so if you hear noise, that's what that's coming from. She'll probably call me in a little bit, and that's fine. At any rate, so what I wanted to jump on here and talk with you about today is the importance of mindfulness, or the importance of mind management. This is for those of you who struggle with keeping your thoughts in line. You struggle day to day with making decisions, or being able to process emotions, or being able to put your relationships in right order. And it comes from a lot of things. I mean, for you, it could come from things that are different than it comes from for me. For me in particular, I've dealt with this for a very long time, since I was a kid. I know that there are some deep-seated things in there, and so even as of now, like, I'm still working on making sure that that I'm taking care of me, that I'm taking care of what I've heard commonly called on YouTube my inner child, because somebody has to parent that's the inner child, and it may as well be you. We shouldn't give that responsibility over to anyone else in life, not a boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, minister, whoever, pastor. Nobody should have that responsibility in your life to parent your inner child after you get older, except yourself. Not even your parents are able to do it really at that point in time. I do want to say, because I hear everybody else on their channel say, that, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor. So I'm speaking to you from sheer experience and things that I have found that have really helped me to get over so many things throughout my 20s. And then here I am in my mid 30s. I'm 35. I just turned 35 in May. And just to let you know that it's nothing to be ashamed about. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. But you do need to take care of yourself. You do need to take care of your mental health, because nobody else is really going to be able to do that for you. Unfortunately, if it is unfortunate, that's just the way that it is. And so if you find yourself being sad, depressed, if you find yourself drifting off into an unhealthy place mentally and emotionally, it's important to nip that in the bud right away. And I think sometimes we don't want to nip it in the bud right away. Sometimes we just want to sit in it and, kind of, I guess the word is sallow. Is that a word? I think that's the word. At any rate, just kind of want to sit in there. And you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that because, one, I have found for me, it's an utter waste of time. I could be doing something so much more productive for myself than sitting around being depressed, or sitting around being sad, or wondering how I messed my life up so bad, or whatever is the case. Now, my life is not horrible. I think that I could have made better decisions along the way to get me to where I would have wanted to be at this age. But at any rate, everybody has their own process. And the commonly used word on YouTube is journey. Everybody has their own journey in life that they have to go through. I'm hoping in the near future to start putting out some of the books that have come up inside of me that I think would help a lot of people. Because the thing about it is, like, we've been dealt a hand, so to speak, of cards that we really didn't necessarily get to choose. It was just dealt to us. We don't get to choose our skin color. We don't get to choose our families. We don't get to choose who our parents are, who we're born to. And then, I mean, don't even let me get into being adopted and things like that, because that takes you on a whole nother category of of life in and of itself. And so there's a lot that goes into identity. And so we've been dealt cards that we can't undo. But what we can manage, what we can do something about, is how we choose to allow stereotypes and things like that to affect how we interact with others, and then how we interact with life, and again, like how we process information. I just think that it's so important for us all to just know that, if for some reason you feel like nobody is there for you, be there for yourself. Be there for you. Show up for you. And I found, and I'll say this, the other night I went and I was taking care of a patient. I'm a nurse assistant. Right now I'm doing a lot of, I can't seem to get that little phone shadow. So at any rate, I was taking care of a patient, and the guy, I can't give too much information about him, but when I encountered him, I saw somebody who just didn't take care of himself. He didn't take care of himself. He was older. I wouldn't necessarily say elderly quite yet, but he's definitely a senior. But he just wasn't taking care of himself. And I thought about myself, and I thought about life, and I'm like, how could anybody live this way? But the funny thing is, I absolutely understand how somebody could live that way. I understand how somebody could sit around and pity themselves and just do nothing with life. I understand that. I just don't advocate for it. We're not here on earth to just do nothing with our lives. We're not here to sit and meditate on things that God never intended for us to meditate on. The Bible says that we're supposed to think on those things. Read Philippians chapter 4. We're supposed to think on those things which are good and pure and perfect and lovely and of good report, and all those things which are praiseworthy, if I got that order right. And so it's important. It's like we're making a choice. We choose what we're going to think about. Don't get me wrong. There are those random thoughts that will just like pop up in your head, and you're like, why are you even there? Or sometimes you'd be like, you know what, that really bothered me. And so it'll affect your mood, it'll affect your emotions, it'll affect all of that. But the important thing is to recognize that, to recognize when you're thinking negative thoughts, or thoughts that are intrusive. They're just not benefiting you at all. They're taking up hours in your day. My daughter's calling me, so I gotta hurry up. Just a minute. They're taking up hours in your day. They're just taking a lot of time away from you going to work, or you taking care of your kids. And no, I'm not depressed, so I'm not taking care of my kid. I'm about to go back to her right now. But I thought about you, and I wanted to get on here and just say we have to make a choice every single day to manage these thoughts. Look around. What needs to be done? Do you need to wash dishes? Go wash them. Do you need to vacuum? Vacuum. You need to study? Study. And it seems it's like it's easier said than done, right? But I've come to find that it is a decision that we make. It takes, to me, what I've found is it takes just as much energy to think or to be depressed as it does to just get up and do something that will get us out of that depression. I believe it takes the same amount of energy. I mean, I have no proof of that necessarily, but just it's a decision. You made a decision to sit there and think about whatever you're thinking about that's got you depressed or sad or, despondent, the broken relationship or whatever. Think about that. I mean, if you're going to think about it while you're doing something productive. Go DoorDash, go, like I said, clean up, go help somebody. I mean, do something else besides staying where you are. I'm telling you, like, just go do something else. So, I don't want to hold you long. I did not intend for this video to be this long. My daughter's eating breakfast. I just made her some breakfast. She was calling me. So like I said, I got to go take care of her. And I do hope that you have a good day. I do hope that something I said in here was helpful. I never want to come off as though I'm beating anybody up for what they're experiencing, because I empathize with you. I get it. Like, been there on a number of occasions, and in a lot of my other videos you will see, you will get to know more about me, and you'll get to see the struggles that I've been through. You might be looking at my eyes like, why are your eyes kind of red? I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I went to bed around 3 or 4, and I think our time is about 8 a.m. here. And anyway, so I'm gonna work my way through this day and hope that I could get a nap at some point in time. But that's why my eyes are a little bit red. They're not normally that color, I don't think. At any rate, like I said, I hope you have a good day. I gotta hang up. I gotta get out of here. Bye, everybody. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to me. Peace.